So, have you ever called customer service and found yourself thinking, wait, how on earth does the person on the other end of the line already know my entire purchase history? Right? It's kind of wild. Well, it's not magic. It's actually a meticulously structured operational machine working totally behind the scenes. Today, we're looking behind the curtain of that surprisingly smooth customer service experience to see exactly how they pull it off.
Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're taking a really fascinating day-in-the-life journey right into the beating heart of call center operations. We're going to start high up in the theoretical brain of customer management and then travel all the way down to the literal software sitting on a single agent's desktop. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The power of CRM. 2. Navigating call center processes. 3. Executing the outbound call. 4. The golden rule, SLA. And finally, 5. The Agent's Digital Toolkit.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The power of CRM.
Right at the foundation of this entire operation is the CRM, Customer Relationship Management. Think of the CRM as the central nervous system of a business. Its immense importance, well, it lies entirely in its ability to organize the absolute chaos of customer data. Every single purchase you've ever made, every email you've sent, every complaint you filed, the CRM catches it all. It takes millions of scattered data points and transforms them into a single, unified, easy-to-read profile that an agent can understand in mere seconds. Without this, the call center would be completely blind.
But, a CRM isn't just one giant, monolithic block of code. It's more of a framework. It relies on a variety of specialized applications to capture different streams of data, things like sales metrics, marketing engagement, or service tickets, and feeds them seamlessly into the main system. What this means is that whether you're interacting with a sales rep or a tech support agent, they are all pulling from the exact same actionable, up-to-date well of information.
Moving right along. Section 2. Navigating call center processes.
So, down on the actual call center floor, the daily work is split into two massive categories. On one side, we have the voice process. This is exactly what it sounds like, right? Agents speaking directly on the phone with customers, they're navigating problems, sensing tone, and finding solutions in real time, using their voices. But then, on the other side, we have the non-voice process. This is the quiet, rapid-fire side of the floor. These agents are expertly handling live chat support, drafting complex emails, or doing back-end data processing. They're solving the exact same customer problems, just exclusively through written communication and data entry.
And just as we divide operations by voice and non-voice, we also divide them by direction. An inbound call center is built entirely to catch. These agents handle incoming customer inquiries. People calling in for help, to place orders, or just to ask questions. Now contrast that directly with an outbound call center. Here, the agents are proactively reaching out. They're making the first move, calling customers for sales pitches, surveys, or critical follow-ups. It takes two completely different skill sets and operational rhythms, but both are absolutely essential to the business.
Section 3. Executing the outbound call.
Executing an outbound call is really a structured staircase of action. An agent doesn't just grab a headset and say hello. First comes the crucial preparation phase. They consult the CRM to know exactly who they're calling, their history, and the specific goal of the outreach. Next is the physical dialing and connection. Then comes the core communication. This is where the agent delivers their purpose while skillfully navigating the customer's live responses. And finally, and honestly, arguably most importantly, comes the wrap-up. The agent has to record the exact outcome of the call right back into the CRM system. Every single call is executed with this rigid, professional precision just to ensure data is perfectly preserved.
Now, what's really interesting about this next part, Section 4, the Golden Rule, SLA. SLA stands for Service Level Agreement, and you can think of it as the relentless, ticking clock of the call center. It's the golden promise, the contractual baseline made to the customer regarding response and resolution times. The SLA defines exactly how many seconds an agent has to answer an incoming phone call, or exactly how many hours they have to resolve a non-voice email ticket. The SLA is the heartbeat. It drives the urgency, dictates staffing levels, and ultimately measures the success of the entire operation.
All right, finally, Section 5, the Agent's Digital Toolkit.
It's kind of a funny reality that behind every massive, incredibly expensive CRM system, standard Microsoft and Google tools are often what actually hold the daily operation together. For crunching wait time stats, tracking SLA schedules, or exporting customer lists, agents rely heavily on the familiar grid of Microsoft Excel. For writing and input, they're drafting official communication templates in Microsoft Word.
Simultaneously, a team might use a Google form to rapidly intake customer feedback, or rely on Google Docs for real-time, collaborative script editing. These everyday tools are literally the essential mortar between the complex bricks of the call center software.
So, to tie all of these threads together, the modern customer experience is a carefully orchestrated symphony of systems. It begins with the overarching brain of the CRM, capturing and organizing your data. It flows downwards through highly specific inbound, outbound, voice, and non-voice call processes. It's strictly governed by the uncompromising ticking clock of the SLA, and it is executed day in and day out by agents wielding familiar, everyday software tools. All of these invisible elements combine seamlessly to ensure that your problem is solved efficiently.
Which brings us to a rather provocative thought. The next time you dial a support number and hear a voice on the other end, think about the immense, complex machinery working just behind the scenes to make that single conversation happen. How will these invisible tools, rigid CRM structures, and ticking SLA clocks shape the very next customer service call you make or receive? Keep these invisible forces in mind, and you will absolutely never look at a simple everyday phone call the same way again. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I hope this gives you a brand new lens on the world around you.